there, partner.
Lo and behold, he doesn't pick it up.
Like, out of respect for myself, I'm not gonna drink this shit.
Threw me into a dish. She's like, hey, Mickey Mouse.
Just let the Nile fly, man.
What's the Jesus one? Last Supper style?
What up?
Probably shouldn't have taken a fat wax pen rip this quickly after work, knowing that some people could be reaching out. But were we live there?
Yeah, we can be. We can for sure.
A little insight into how did it sound, Jim? Tell me.
Good. You're selling the windows, selling the shit out of those windows, man.
I know, dude. Just had to put it out there, you know.
No,
every little thought adds up.
No, we're good. Yeah, we're live. We'll throw that last little bit in there. That's what I fucked up the recording. That's why I was like, I could hear you through the computer. I was like, oh shit, I gotta go hook that up. So once it's hooked up, yeah, we can be live. Hell yeah, man. Let's.
So just a little piece of life. I'm leaving the office at 5:55.
Mm-hmm.
Mind you, we don't have like hours that we work, or we're 1099. So it's not like I'm leaving 5 minutes before I'm supposed to leave or anything like that. Like, I'm well past a full day's work at this point. Right. And I'm on my way home, and it's kind of a thing in the office where it's like, if you leave at 5:30, as you're leaving, people are going to be like, oh, half day for the kid.
That's tough.
It's tough. So it's one of these things that you kind of wait for the biggest chirpers to like go to the bathroom or like go into their office or something like that, and then you dip out. So I dipped out when the boss went back into his office, and there was one more deal that they were going to pitch, and they told us that they were going to pitch the deal like at 3:00. And I'm sitting around just waiting just for this deal to come. You know what I mean? Just fucking sitting around waiting. Never comes out. It's 6:00. I told you 6:30. Gonna be a man to my word.
Oh, I mean,
anyway,
we're good.
I know, I know. But
so
my boss calls me, and he's like, where are you going, man? What's the deal here? Where are you going? I was like, man, I want to get this podcast done, yada yada. He's like, how much the podcast paying you? Jesus, giving me a hard time. Damn. I just shot him the text. It's like good vibes though, like I'm just like, come on, give me a break. And he's like smiling and kind of like lets me off or whatever. And then I text him. I was like, hey, I know you're hardest on the ones you believe in. Yada yada.
Something to be said about that. You should have said.
What he said was, go ahead.
No, you go. What do you say?
Well, I just made an Instagram post. I realized that I only have 3 or 4 posts from the 2020s on my Instagram.
That's kind of crazy.
And then I'm like, kind of like at work adding people, and I'm just like, whoa, like they're seeing like 2020 Josh is like the most recent thing,
Yeah, and
I just want to like bury some of the stuff in the feed to where it's like has context of like that's a while ago,
Right, and there's something to be said about that, like and that's why fucking social media in general just sucks ass. Is because it's like you curated it for what you wanted it to be then, and you're something totally different. You know what I mean? Not totally different, but you have a professional life that you might not want people to have seen a little bit of that. You know what I mean? Or
exactly.
As much
political
detail.
views. The political views is a big one. Like I'm like the guy that runs our company is like totally trumped out, like hardcore. Like he golfs with he golfs with the Bosa brothers at Mar-a-Lago. Like he's a member at Mar-a-Lago.
I mean, come on, man. That's sick.
That's just, no, it is what it is. But I just like, I don't necessarily like want him like going and seeing my Instagram and being like, oh, this guy's Black Lives Matter. And like, just like never see me in the right light ever again.
No.
Which I stand by what I believe in, but at the same time, it's just like,
I 100% get what you mean there. But yeah, that's why I was like, never political on my, outwardly, but like I post one picture a year, and it's usually like hunting or jujitsu. So it's like, you can usually tell which way someone's leaning, but I won't explicitly, hey, you make your own conclusions.
So I posted an Instagram as I was leaving work.
Yeah, just jacked out of your mind, man. What's up?
It's a little jacked, you know.
I mean,
it's just like one of the better photos I could find.
Just two biddies
I don't have
commenting
many
on it
photos
right
of
away.
myself.
What?
I don't have very many photos of myself. Like I'm realizing that.
I same, 100% same. Like they were at work.
Crazy.
They were like, we need to post a picture. Like it can be like chest up of you, like on a board saying like, hey, this is the person to contact. And I like scrolled through my phone and all of them, I like have a beer in my hand or like I'm doing something like, you know, I'm making a face
Just
like
random drunk selfie. Yeah,
No.
like I have those, but
Yes.
not like quality.
no,
photos.
no, like actual photos of me, which is like, it sucks because like our parents had like real cameras. Like, you know, one of their friends always had a real camera around, was like fucking snapping like, I don't know. Like they had so many more. It was so sick.
Lost art.
100%. But yeah.
So I post the photo.
Right.
And he hits me and he's like, "Oh man, you don't want to work? You just out here posting thirst traps?" And so like after on that text that I sent, I said, "I know you're hardest on the ones you believe in. Thanks for calling it a thirst trap, winky face."
That is pretty good.
And then I said something like, "I'm not gonna get comfortable. That's on my mama."
Hey, at least he knows. You know what I mean?
Like I'm like, I get what you're doing here. I'm just showing him I see what you're doing.
Right.
You know.
And when he stops giving you shit is when you worry, right? It's the classic saying. When the coach stops talking to you is when you gotta start, hey, oops, what did I do?
Honestly, like of the 3 guys that I started with, obviously one left. There's another guy.
One already gone?
I mean, we're all doing our Huh?
One's already gone?
Yeah, one already gone. Yeah.
Love that.
So there's another guy that started like just before us.
And has he made a sale yet? I mean, can we just say congrats on the first fucking sale, man? Let's go. That's big time. I mean,
it just closed today, like
official.
Like it got funded and like all the money's in and it's officially their property as of today.
That's huge. That's sick. I mean,
and that's ties in perfectly because he texted me like in response to what I said. He emphasized the message. Maybe I'm saying too much. Now I'm like, fuck, are they gonna listen? I'm telling all the business, fucking tripping. I don't know. Anyway, he's definitely not gonna listen, by the way. He said, hey, selling one deal is cool, but selling 50 is way cooler.
Yeah, I mean, thanks, Chief. No shit. I mean, respect to your boss. Sounds like a great guy. It sounds like me and him would get along great. But
he is awesome.
But yeah, no, I mean, that's like an athlete mentality, right? You're not just going to be happy with one. It's like you've got that taste in your mouth. Now you're like, okay, let's get back to it. You know what I mean? It's right back to it. I was just listening to a podcast about that, and they were talking, who was it on the Eagles who like they did the parade, and then he's like, the day after, I was like, okay, like, time for next season. Like, what the fuck? Like, what are we? I'm not here to dick around. Like, what the like? I like football. Yeah, 100%.
Victory is fleeting.
Yes,
I like that quote.
Yeah, that's good.
Victory is fleeting.
You just come up with that?
It just like came. It was just a response to what you said. Yeah,
I like it.
I mean, you were the one painting the picture. I just fucking summarized. But
I'm
gonna start using that one.
It is.
Because it's all about the process. If you make it all about we're gonna win the Super Bowl, we're gonna win games. It's like, of course, that is the goal,
right?
But you're missing the journey as the destination aspect of it.
Yeah, no, 100%. And that's like, what did our coach in Willow Glen, I think Ron Dunn, used to say, how do you spell, I think it was Dunn, would go, how do you spell fun? W-I-N. I mean, it's just, you got to go out there, you got to have fun, you got to enjoy the whole process of getting to that win, and it just tastes so good when you do it. I mean, I hate losing more than I hate winning, though. I hate that phrase. It sucks, but goddamn, I'm still such a sore loser. We went to David Buster's for Todd's birthday, and we haven't had a podcast since, so my bad. But losing those games, I'm like, fuck, dude, this is it, you know, heartbreaking. Like they had like this mile per hour machine, and these balls are like light as shit, so you're just throwing your arm out, and I'm like, this is horrible. Like, it's just a bad feeling. Bad feeling. Hate losing. Hate it.
But do you hate losing more or love winning more?
That's what I said. I hate losing.
I think there's a right answer.
I hate losing. hate.
You hate losing more than you like winning?
Dude, this is gonna
So
sound.
you'd rather just tie.
No, it's either win or
So
loss.
you're okay with the tie though.
No, tie's not
that
the
logic.
option. No, no.
You didn't lose. You hate losing. You didn't lose.
What games can you actually tie in that matter? You're
Football.
okay. What a sport I didn't
NFL
play
football.
for. I'm not saying that's.
Little League baseball.
I don't think I ever tied a game in Little League. I don't think I've ever tied a game in my life where we just walked off and said, "That's that." I don't like. I'm thinking on it hard. I don't think I've ever tied a game in my life.
No,
that's
but
crazy.
Here's the thing, Jim. Here's the thing you don't realize is that you actually coasted your way through youth athletics.
Let's not say because I was what.
I'm coming aggressive. But I don't mean it aggressively.
Well,
right?
I'll say my
there,
win percentage for life, and this is going to sound crazy, about 850.
That's what I'm saying, Jim, and I'm about to tell you why.
Because I hate losing. Because I've tasted the loss,
and
I've said
that's not true. You just willed your teams to an 850 win percentage.
not me alone.
You hated
not me alone. Not me alone.
You want my theory? Do you want my theory? And I promise it takes nothing away from your character or your ability.
Sure, let's hear it. I'm a winner.
It gives context. It gives context to this 850 winning percentage.
And that might be that was a low estimate for. I mean, just kidding.
Okay,
High school basketball really fucking tanked my win life percentage. Let's just say that.
Let's forget about the college coaching. Let's just scrap that. All right?
Scrapped.
In youth sports, you can't separate siblings. True or false?
I mean,
for the most part, it doesn't happen, right?
Do you know how many years I played? I played 1 year, 2 years of baseball with my brothers, 3 that actually counted for wins.
All right.
3 years.
Okay.
And then
what about basketball?
2 years of basketball because they're older. You got to think they're older. They're old for their grade.
You played up.
But they're old for their grade. But you would be 3rd, 4th NJB, and that was it. Because then they go to all net, and so it's like, you know what I mean? Like there's division. Like it wasn't as segregated as you. And then high school, it's all the same. You know what I mean? When we're all in the same, like you don't separate. Yeah. That's a cut, no cut. Like
I don't count that. Yeah, I'm not thinking high school. I'm thinking Little League and NJB is what I'm thinking.
I will say,
I'm thinking having 3 sticks just automatically on the roster.
It helps.
Kind of crazy.
It helps.
You know what I mean? Having 3 guys that know how to pass, shoot, and dribble on your 4th grade basketball team is like everything. Like of course.
Yeah.
You know?
For sure. And I will say
at least once, right?
Exactly. A few times.
All right.
But I will say, I think bigger than that was the coaching. Like my dad was such a good youth coach. Like he would teach like every other coach would like, they would teach fundamentals. It would be like one practice of this is what we're supposed to do. This is how you're supposed to do it. And then move on. It would be like, for us, it would be fundamentals every day. And it's just like everything else comes easy. And so I think the coaching was probably because he coached 90% of my life, like, 70, you know what I mean? All through Little League, he was the all-stars, and then he would do basketball, and then, like, he never coached my brothers, baseball. And then high school baseball.
I mean, I tell the story. I've already told the story of your dad cutting me to my whole office. It comes up like often. Maybe it's because I'm around fucking just a baseball guy. I think I was just like, yeah, like, you know, this guy's pretty much my godfather. Our dads went to school together, and he fucking. I know it's a stretch. I know, but you got to add a little sauce.
You do, but I still don't think. I think keeping Madrigal over you is a distraction issue, right? He doesn't know if you're going to be a distraction or not. You're a funny guy when you walk into the office.
I'm a locker room guy.
Exactly. And sometimes,
I get it.
Sometimes there's too many locker room guys in baseball. That can be an issue. Yeah. It breeds
I think next time I see him, instead of just talking shit like I usually do and letting him know that I'm still hurt, I think I'm just going to go for cold, hard facts and answers. Because I have my own theories. I think Coach Owens colluded with your dad.
Really?
I think there was I think there was a little handshake, back alley,
Under the table.
smoky cigar room deal
We need him
that
for.
they made. That Owen said, "No, he's got to do track.
I was gonna say we
Don't
need him
do
for
this.
track.
Don't do this." Yeah.
Yeah, I could
That's my
definitely see
theory.
that. Owens is a legend. And real quick, I mean, not to
Is
bring
he
that.
picking?
What?
Is Coach Owen still picking?
Yeah, I was gonna say he is, but Mr. McConnell passed away. Shout out.
Yeah, I saw Todd Senior's post on Facebook or maybe LinkedIn.
Yeah.
But who is that?
He may have kind of stopped subbing around your time. I mean, he was definitely there for us through middle school, but he would always sub, particularly during the swim units. I mean, he's a Willigo. He's been around forever, ever. But he was subbing during our times, and he would swim or sub during the swim units because our teachers didn't want to be on the pool deck. They were like, fuck it. So they'd say vacation time up for the swim unit. And then Mr. McConnell, Mr. M for short, just the sickest. He had like dentures, but like they were retainer dentures, and he had like 3 or 4 on one retainer. And so he'd just like pop them out, and then like his wife would kill, because like we knew him personally. His wife, he would just like eat with them out, right? And then just like leave them out and leave the house, and then she would have to come drop them off and be like, God dang it, blah, blah, blah. It was so good though. He's the best, absolute best.
Oh, that's awesome. Rest in peace, man.
Rest in peace. Yeah,
Substitute teacher, dude. Fucking remember when Mr. Mead passed? That was tough.
that was tough. Yeah, he was really cool. I liked good old Art. He was another guy that was like, we knew out, outside of, because his son played baseball with John and shit. So it's like, yeah, just sad, really sad.
He was the best. I remember he was our math sub one day. I don't know why this memory will be in my brain forever. Has been in my brain since the moment it happened. Just not a big story or anything, but there was like a math equation, and he's like, "All right, everyone, do the math equation. Like, put like a minute on the clock or whatever." And I like did it. And I was like, "I got it." And he's like, and the answer was 99. And he goes, "You got Gretzky?"
That's sick. That's sick.
So sick. I don't
Yeah.
even remember if I caught it. I think I caught it like after 10 seconds of processing.
Right? Like thinking like, huh? Yeah.
Yeah. But that moment just sticks with me forever, man.
Yeah.
Just
no,
like a little moment of trying to connect with a student that loves sports,
exactly. That's what he was big on that. And he was no games either. Like if he got pissed, like it took a lot to get him there, but he was like, I'll fucking lay down the hammer. Like I've been around. A crazy story about him, more kind of about someone in his family. Son posts a picture of his car on back when Facebook's like brand new. Posts a picture of his sick car. I forget what kind of car it was. I think it was a Mustang or something. Or maybe it was a Camaro. I forget. It was like back then, like a really nice car for a younger kid. Posted on Facebook, and some guy messaged him like, "Wow, that's a sick car. Like, can I come like take a picture with it? Like, it's like my dream car, something. So the guy comes to fucking take a picture, and I think ends up stealing the car, like robbing him. And then, yeah, it was like a big deal, crazy. I forget if he robbed him or if he came and stole it like later that night, like after he found out where he lived, but it was like a big to do. And I was like, Jesus Christ. But wild. God, break-ins are sketchy. You ever have a car getting broke into? Like your family vehicle?
No, I've gotten bit personally anytime, like I've in Oakland both times. But
like window smashed?
window smash, yeah.
It's
I
the
don't
worst
really think I
feeling.
lost too much. I don't know what I lost. Like maybe a backpack with like a sweater in it, like I didn't really lose anything valuable, but
Yeah.
it was just one of those things. To be honest, I was driving the Lexus,
Yeah.
like shiny blue Lexus, didn't really
Yeah.
think anything of it, and feel like it was low-key targeted because yeah, it is what it is.
Yeah, because it's a Lexus and Oakland.
Haters, yeah.
Damn. Yeah. Well, that's
Haters.
like, it feels like an invasion of privacy. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't matter what gets stolen. It's just like, fuck. Like, God damn it. Like, now you have to replace the glass. You have to figure out what they took, if they took anything. Like, you're like running, you know what I mean? It just sucks.
One of Will McGrone's friends, when they slept on our couch, for sure took my laptop charger. Like my good laptop charger with the full.
Oh, no. Yeah.
And that's like a little thing. Like it's such a little thing, but it's such a big thing.
Yeah, it's a little, but you can't.
Now I'm using like the iPhone charger version of like the plug that I need because I'm refusing to order another one because I have something that charges it, and it sits on my desk, and it's not really a big deal, but to me it is.
Can I ask how you know it was him?
Well, it was just they stayed on the couch and then it was gone. I don't know. It was plugged into the outlet right by the couch. So
did they bring a laptop with them? Like, is there any way he?
I think they did. Yeah, I'm not thinking it was like, oh, I'm gonna get over. I think it was like hungover in the morning, like
grab
the first laptop. Yeah, I think it was one of those. And they were drinking pretty heavy the night before, so I'm like, whatever. You know me, dude. I'm not gonna fucking cause drama. Shout out Trent, by the way. It's his birthday right now.
Today?
T-Pags, the roommate T-Pags.
Wow.
Have we potted with? Oh,
yeah,
we did.
Couple times. Shout out T-Pags. Happy birthday. Let's go. That's sick. Lots of people having babies recently too. Cake. Oh fuck. I don't know if Kenny Corey, his wife posted it. Shout out Kenny Corey.
Okay.
Fuck yeah.
Post it, you're good.
Yeah, that's what I mean. And then another one that didn't get posted.
They're private. They might be private pages.
Kenny Corey's the boy. I don't. If I spoil that,
shout out Kenny Corey.
He's
man.
the fucking man. I love the kid. So
Kenny Corey to me was one of those friends that I just had for a brief moment in time. You know, like he was real tight with you guys with the baseball team, and obviously I was tight with you guys, you, Kenny, and Matt being on the baseball team. And,
right.
You know, I was unofficially on the baseball team and shit like that. But like, you know, like we would kick it even whatever. We'd hang out. We would do whatever.
Yeah.
But then it's just one of those people that's just like, there was never like, oh, like I'll see him around. I'll see him in Campbell Thanksgiving, or you know what I mean? It just has never been that. But I know that guy's got love in his heart. I feel like he might not even remember me if I'm being honest.
That's a lie.
But
that's the thing. Like it sucks because he only lives in Santa Cruz, but I still don't see him as often as I should. You know what I mean? Like I'm just, hand
Kenny,
up.
if you're hearing this, man, super proud of the family man you're becoming, man.
He's awesome. He works for Cal Fire.
He's hard for you.
He's the best. And that's, I mean, not to go on a whole rant about him, but he is, he's the sickest. He's one of those guys. Cause yeah, he was in high school with us for 1 year. Like,
right.
Yeah. I mean, it's his senior year, transferred to Willow Glen. And then, I honestly don't know why, like me and him became such good friends and like stayed such good friends, but fucking juice we did, you know, ended up working for his mom for a long time. Good friends with his brother. Sick.
Did he play third base? No, Bruce was on third. Wait. Bruce was on third. Kenny Corey was the shortstop. He was a middle infielder and Kenny was on second.
It depended what was happening. So if Justin pitched, Kenny Sullivan would play third.
No, JB on third.
Okay, JB on third, Kenny Corey at second, Tuck at short, me at third. Kenny Sullivan's out of the lineup. Or Kenny Corey's pitching, Kenny Sullivan's playing second.
Got it.
Sick lineup though. And just think,
are you kidding?
Like
you didn't even mention the catcher.
Tay Meek didn't even play. Tay Meek would have been our third best guy on the team. He was so solid. He would have. My dad's pissed at him because he's like, you fucked up playing basketball. Like you were never like not tall enough. You know what I mean? Like it just wasn't gonna work.
You're not
it's not. And he's like, you should have played baseball. He was getting looks. Like he had him in all these things, and like he was just like, oh, I'm not playing like summer basketball's here, so I'm not playing summer baseball.
Yeah.
Like, but he was still getting like low key looks and shit. It's crazy. But then
you know what's in his heart though.
Yeah, I mean,
Tay was always
100%. But he was so good at baseball. It's crazy that I don't know. I can't even. Yeah, he says he's ambidextrous, could hit left-handed. There was no shot on this earth he could do that, but he was sick. Tay Meek was sick.
All right. So Kenny Corey pitching. Let's see if I can do it. Kenny Corey pitching, Johnny catching, Jimmy on first, JB is on third, Tuck at short, Corey at second base. You got Matty Ice
Kenny
in
Sullivan
center field.
At second base. You said Corey pitching.
Oh, there you go. Sullivan at second base.
Yeah.
You got Matty Ice in center field.
Yeah. Come on, there's one big one that you're missing.
A big one?
I mean,
that you
you still talk to this day. for sure. I mean,
that I still talk to this day.
to this day. Yeah.
To this day.
And he's gonna be upset.
Radio Raheem.
I know, right? Sick.
I feel like shit.
I'm gonna call him right now.
You're gonna call him? Don't tell him.
No, I'm gonna call him, put his thing on, and just say, what position did you play for us in high school?
Don't tell me. No, it wasn't Todd. It wasn't Mikey.
No. Well, you're missing left and right field.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, Jay Hutch.
Got it. I silenced myself and Siri'd to call him. What position?
Oh, he was in right field.
Nice. And then
Big arm.
the best athlete in Willow Glen history, left fielder.
Hakeem Mays played baseball?
He is not even close, brother. Stop sucking
I
that
didn't play
juice.
left field.
That is crazy.
I didn't play left field. I don't know what we're
no.
talking about here. Hold up. That's a good hint.
Rings count. Come on, baby. Come on. Football player?
Oh, Reeves?
No.
Reeves?
He's a year older.
Who's the greatest athlete? Go ahead. Give it to me.
Adam Traylor, baby.
Oh, my God. The dirtiest player in fucking school history.
Hey,
Way to throw me off with that hand, dude. What the fuck?
No.
Best athlete in his friend group. Oh, no. Calvin Owens. Kadlicek.
That's the other one. Calvin would sometimes play left. Tommy Nichols, but I think Traylor was in left the last game. That's why I said that. But the reason I said that is because Dylan Lennox, best athlete in school history, 2 rings. Traylor had his 2 ring. He got called up freshman year for that. No, sophomore year.
Soccer?
No, football.
Oh, okay. Got you.
Yeah.
He was the dirtiest football player of all time, bro. He could not help himself. I'm serious.
I love it. I
you know this?
Talk
no?
about.
Did you already know this about him?
I had heard stories, but I don't know any specifics. But I mean, I love it. I'm the dirtiest any player I've ever met. So, game recognized game.
Bully.
Guys would pick off, and I would slap tags so hard right in the helmet, just a fucking ringer in the ear, and I'm like, let's go. Let's play the game. You know, you step, you jump, and a guy, happens to get his arm. I'm not going to fucking twist my ankle coming down awkwardly. I'm coming down where I may. And, some people may say that's dirty. I'm sorry. Call me Draymond. That's fine.
I have a hot take. Draymond's not the dirtiest player of all time.
Ooh, okay. Who is?
Or just like not as dirty as people make him seem. He just has a few really bad moments.
Dude, he's got a lot, and he's like, he does stuff that doesn't get called out because he does such egregious stuff. That's what I think is missed there.
But here's the thing that people have to realize, that if you're 6'6", 6'7", playing center in the NBA, you're gonna have to have a couple of tricks in your bag. I was Draymond. You know this.
And that's fine.
You're not going to just play traditional with your hands up. It's just not going to work.
That's not, the things aren't mutually exclusive. You know what I mean? Tricks and cheap shots are not, pinching.
I guess what I'm saying, my official take is that his really big moments, like kicking Braun or like stepping on someone's chest or there's a lot of bad moments, right? Yeah. What I'm saying is on his every play-to-play basis, not that dirty. Whereas a guy like Zaza, his worst moment is what? Stepping under a jump shooter? Like, that's not the craziest thing, but it was play-to-play every time, consistency, trailer level, dirty.
I don't know, man. I don't know. It's tough. That's a tough one, because I think Draymond, like you said, you almost said he has to do it every play. You know what I mean? He's playing center. He's gotta stick the knee in the ass. That's kind of dirty, man. Pulling the shelf is dirty. You may not think so.
It's how hard dirty?
What?
Like, some would say it is. If you box out really hard, I've been boxed out in a way that I felt was dirty before.
Yeah,
I'll say
I've
that.
knocked wind out of kids that are, you know what I mean? Like you find the point guard whose chest goes right up to your ass and you're like, oh, I am sending, like the perfect one is from that video, the kid from Cupertino. He was talking shit to Kenny on a free throw, wanted to line up on the box. I'm like, okay, like that's stupid. And so Kenny missed the free throw and I just step in and fucking wham, just launch him. I'm like, that's perfectly legal. I'm just feeling a body, putting ass on a body, you know?
Father's Day is just around the corner, and if you're still considering giving him the same old tie or socks, it's time to rethink your gift game. This year, go above and beyond with the Handyman Rocket Man by Manscaped, the ultimate grooming tool he didn't know he needed, but will absolutely love. Whether he's keeping his beard sharp, keeping his beard sharp, or rocking a clean-shaven look.
What happened?
I just got the gigs.
This is staying, baby.
Were you typing something? No. I'm not even high. Fuck. Whether he's keeping his beard sharp or rocking a clean-shaven look, the Handyman Rocket Man has him covered. This compact powerhouse
I can't pull it together.
is designed for precision, ensuring his face stays smooth and fresh, just like the well-timed dad joke of his. Join the over 12 million men who trust Manscaped and give dad the gift of a smooth, fresh face this Father's Day. Use code TROUGH, that's Trough, TROUGH, for 15% off your entire order at manscaped.com.
Nice. Nailed it. Yes, I mean, there's no better gift for the father. I got my pops, I think it was last year, got the full bundle, so he's still rocking that. I mean, does he use it all the time? No, he's an old school razor guy, but hey, every now and again, breaks it out, trim the stash, keeps him feeling right, like old Dale, you know what they say, raise hail, praise Dale. But the precision shaving on the go took care of it for you, Todd. The Handyman Rocket Man is the perfect tool for dads who need the quick trim between meetings, errands, or chasing after the kids. Got a dual action blade, and it tackles everything from beard shaping to the fine details around the neck. I actually got a bad ingrown hair. I went full shave down before Arizona because I was like, it's gonna be hot. Let's see, get it all the way to the face. Went with a regular razor, not the move. Got a bad ingrown hair on the neck right now. But it's got portable power, small enough to toss in a bag, glove compartment, powerful enough to keep me looking sharp. No dad should ever be caught without their Rocket Man. I almost called it the Handyman. It's the Rocket Man we're talking about here.
Rocket Man!
It's gentle and effective, like I said. We're rocking smooth with the skin, taking away all those little nicks, all those stupid ingrown hairs you get. Always sucks. But this bad boy's built for action. And the best part, quick 5-minute charge. Have you guys ever, I mean, this might just be me, you're getting your shave ready, you do most of your face, you shave that infamous mustache in, boom, your razor dies. Now you're stuck with the mustache. That's not so funny anymore. You know what? Just 5 minutes, Rocket Man's powered up. Bye-bye to that little guy, and we're back off to the races. Plus, you get the 2-year warranty Rocket Man comes with. It's on all of its power devices, giving you peace of mind with every use. Something happens, we'll get you a new one.
Get your dad the gift he'll actually use. The Handyman Rocket Man. It's the perfect Father's Day upgrade. Compact, versatile, and built for dads who need to look sharp without the hassle. Head over to manscaped.com. Use code TROUGH for 15% off your entire order. Don't wait for Father's Day to roll around. Get him the gift he'll actually use and appreciate.
Manscaped.
Scape.
I'm telling you, and Jim, I'm growing more and more frustrated with how we are approaching our upcoming football season. We're doing great. We're miles ahead of where we were last year for sure. But there's still a level of how do we expect kids to break tackles on Friday night when it comes if they never have a chance to break a tackle at practice? Like it's a fine line.
Right.
I know that. We don't want to get anyone hurt in summer ball. But at a certain point, we're going to have to hit. You're going to have to learn to actually tackle and actually break a tackle. At some point, you have to say, this is a full speed rep. Or else they just don't practice doing it.
And
they develop bad.
And they're not going to be ready. Some kids are, once they get hit, are a completely different player. And I feel like that's pretty important to know before you get to game time. You know what I mean?
Bingo. That's another great point. And it's also another great point that, like, some kids are going to have to try to tackle someone 10 times before they even come close to tackling someone.
Right.
And so if they're getting rep 1, game 1, like, we're in for a rude awakening.
Oh, for sure.
So
yeah,
it's one of those things that I low-key have the least pool in the room, but I'm like shooting a very high percentage on good ideas in the coach's room.
I like that.
You know,
we like that.
I'm getting a high percentage of Troy Polamalu, like,
Yep.
hard yeses.
Yep.
A lot of Troy Polamalu hard yeses. So
no amens
like,
yet.
I'm just sitting there, I let them say everything. Like, I don't jump in like to think like, oh, they might say it later. Like, I let them finish everything, and when they hit them with the, anyone else have anything on this? I'll say my fucking idea, and
awesome.
I get this from
That's
Troy.
so sick.
Yep.
That's so sick.
Like, we have a passing tournament coming up this weekend,
mm-hmm.
and so we have just like a couple days of practice this week to like get them ready. And I was like, you know, at the end, I was like, you know, what's the format for this thing? I think it'd be good to like simulate that at practice, like give kids a chance to play down and distance and like move the ball, because like a standard football practice, you just stay in one at the 40-yard line,
right.
you know, and then you come back. You know what I mean?
Yeah. As opposed to using the whole field and marching down and getting closer and closer.
Get the idea of marching and bending and not breaking and shit like that.
Right. I think that's huge, both offensive and defensively. I mean, defensively, you see the guy getting closer to the goal line. Not, I mean, something psychological in you goes, fuck, you know, they're getting closer. We got to get a stop. If you're just resetting back every time, I don't know.
How are you going to know what to do on 3rd and 1?
Right.
If you've never practiced 3rd and 1.
Right.
You've just practiced 1st and 10.
That's crazy that you guys haven't hit like a full game sim. Like, I mean, I know that you're probably right. That's true. School year just ended, or probably still in it. I don't know, but
we've only had spring.
So yeah, that is early, but still, I mean, if you're hopping into camps and you're doing these tournaments and stuff, you would think you would give yourself enough time to.
Hopefully we'll do it. Hopefully we'll do it tomorrow.
Nice.
Golf this past weekend with a couple of my coworkers.
How'd that go? I mean, are these guys? You're saying he's a Trump National member or a
no, that's like the owner of the whole. That's like the founder of the whole company. He lives in Florida. Yeah.
Sick.
Yeah. No, he's a guy though. He's boys with the Bosas, like friends for real.
It's nuts.
It is. I think there's a photo of him out on the golf course, all of them rocking "Make America Great." I'm not sure if there is, but I think there is.
I'm gonna find that and get it framed for you.
That'd be so sick. I'll get it for you. Okay. What was I gonna say? So golf there's the guy that I sit across from.
Is this the guy you balled up? Did we talk about that?
No. Well, that has been mentioned. So the guy that has challenged me to a one-on-one and continuously ducked me is one of the guys on the tee time. The guy that sits across from me, who I would say is like my closest boy, or like the guy I like the most in the whole office, the guy that played ball at Penn State and St. John's.
Sick.
I guess he started golfing like a year ago. He's
basketball?
No, baseball.
Oh shit. My next guess would have been football, or I mean, yeah. Like I don't expect baseball as ball.
Well, I guess he
That's
went
dope.
to like a men's softball league and fucking hit like a 450 plus yard ball.
That's dope. Yeah, no, those guys absolutely rake at softballs. It's nuts.
D1. He was a good D1 baseball player.
That's what I mean. Like,
you know,
you even see like they played in the men's league, not to get too sidetracked, over at Los Gatos, but all the Los Gatos roofing had all these dudes that like went away to play baseball. Like half of them played D1 baseball. And so they would just hit balls and they're roofing all day. So their forearms just like never took a break. And they're just destroying, like hitting line drives off the center of the fence and shit. And you're like, okay, dude, like that's maybe move on to a different league.
Yeah, let's move you up. Whatever the opposite of relegate is. Let's
exactly.
do that.
Proligate.
Proligate. Yeah.
It's not it. All right. Sorry. Tea time. Sorry.
And then the fourth guy on the tee time is the guy that I started working with, and he's the boy as well. He's like a college lacrosse guy,
Nice.
lacrosse coach. Yeah.
Has he made any sales? Has he got any under his belt? That feels good. That feels extra good. Getting that one in first. Oof.
Oh, I did get a sale before a guy that started before me and before the guy that started
I was gonna
at the
ask
same
about the
time.
guy before you as well. Yeah, nice. We love that.
Yeah. And but they're both the boys. Like
That's what I mean.
no doubt about it.
100%. That's what makes it even sweeter is because they're the boys. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah. Everyone was hella cool about it. Like everyone was congratulating me and shit. So of course, fucking Joe, the guy that challenged me at baseball or at basketball, wants to lay down. He's like, well, are we betting? What are we doing here? Yada, yada, yada. And so, truth be told, like the baseball guy can get pretty easily annoyed by Joe, the guy I played basketball against.
sounds like
I hope this.
yes. It sounds I'm tracking 100%.
They already have a little rivalry. Me and Joe already have a little rivalry. So I was like, fuck it. Like me and the sniper, me and Kev, we'll team up against you two. And I guess
oh no.
the lacrosse kid is supposedly like the best golfer. And after playing, him and the sniper are pretty close. And the sniper is the baseball guy.
Okay, I was just making sure. That's what I thought. If you got sniper, lacrosse, and basketball, I'm tracking.
Exactly. Okay, perfect. And so we're like, fuck it, like, you know, we'll bet you guys whatever you guys want to do. And so we decide that we're gonna do a shamble.
Okay, you're gonna have to explain.
You know what a shamble is?
No.
So that's you and your partner share your drive. You play your drive like it's a scramble, and then you play your own ball from there, and it's best ball.
Okay.
So, for example, you know, if my partner hits a 300-yard drive right down the middle, I drop it where he is.
Yeah.
And then we're both playing our own ball from there, putting our own ball, etc.
Yeah. But it still allows one guy to get loose, right? He puts the 300-yard drive down first. You can get squirrely. You don't have to play it safe.
Exactly. And I was atrocious off the tee.
Hey,
One of my worst outings with the driver in a long time.
That's tough. Was this the
and it
first
didn't
time with the
matter.
work guys?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
It, but it didn't matter, Jim, because I absolutely showed off the buttery hands all day.
yeah.
Yeah. Oh man, the long irons not so much, but with that
120
60
in?
degree, I was even less probably if I'm being real.
Hey,
Like-
around the fringe is a big part of the game, baby.
I'm talking like, yeah, like on the other side of the bunker, you know?
That's most guys I feel like do, like, you know what I mean, great drive, then they get a good approach shot, and then it's that short range game where they just start putting stuff into the trap, you know what I mean? Now you're chipping out of the trap. Now it's this, now it's that. That's huge.
Yeah.
Huge.
So long story short, I shot an 89 using this guy's drive all day. So, you know, like I played decent golf other than the off the tee box. It came down to one stroke.
Wow. So did you guys do combined score, like, or did you do match play?
What we actually did, no. So we did
Obviously not.
everything. So we did match play of best ball.
Okay.
First 9, second 9, which I hate. I hate separating the 9s.
You're saying play one game all the way through.
100%, dude.
Yeah. But
Like you're gonna put why separate that?
I
don't
get it if you're doing it for money because it gives the other team a chance. Like you could still lose match play, but if one guy, you know what I mean, is carrying a team and you're blowing up, you know what I mean, like the other team still has a chance to win stroke.
It gives you a reset. If you're gonna get blown out, it'll give you a reset to like, all right, I still got back 9, start fresh. And I get that, but this one was such like back and forth the whole way that we really didn't need to separate it.
Mhm.
So they got us by one on the match play. They were up 1 stroke and beat us on the front in match play through 9.
Damn.
And then we pretty much just went on a run, dominated, easily won the match play on the back, but the stroke play was still pretty close. I don't know. It's not like a crazy finish or anything like that. Long story short, we tripled the last hole, and if they would have parred it, they would have won, or we would have tied.
Wow. So did you do like front back total? Did you have 3 different bets?
So front 9 match play, back 9 match play, total score.
Right. That's fun. I mean,
The 3 bets.
I honestly,
But anyway,
and so did you guys end up money?
we won the bet. Yeah.
Right.
So it was just like whoever won 2 out of 3 of the bets was.
I see. I see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so we bet $25. So
Nice.
it paid for our lunch. That's it. Yeah.
It's perfect. I hate betting. I don't know. It just,
I didn't even want to bet, to be honest. I was gonna leave the betting to like the other 2 more established, cats at work.
yeah.
But then they were like, "That sound good?" I was like, "Fuck it."
What
Sounds
exactly?
good. We're
What
gonna
do you
win.
say? No, you'd be the only guy that's like, actually, nah, that's not.
But let me tell you, Jim, multiple times, 2 times and 2.5 times, there's like this putt decides the hole, like hit this putt to win the hole from 10 to 15, maybe 8 to 15.
Sink it.
No, twice.
That's sick. That's huge. And that's like a big part of like playing a real scramble, right? Is having 2 chances at a putt. First guy can give a line. That's
Dude, it came down to a stroke. It's like if I don't hit 2 miraculous 10-footers, obviously it never comes down to one shot.
right.
But like we kind of lucked out for the dub, if I'm being honest.
like,
Like, is it luck or was it grit? It's hard to say.
but
But
I'd rather be lucky
it was
than good
it was
sometimes.
losable. That one could have went either way. Let's just say that.
I love it. God, I was just telling Maddie, I got back in the sim just because like we have one at work. Not that I don't even turn the machine on. I'm just hitting off a mat. First time since surgery, and it like actually feels all right. I'm not swinging 100% at all, but I'm like,
Nor should you, ever.
no, but I'm not even close to. That's what I mean. My full swing's like what 80, but I'm not even close to that. But then this weekend I'm supposed to be playing at Muni, and I'm like, fuck, I don't know how that's gonna go. We shall see. But yeah, excited to get back into golf. And Maddie tees, the bachelor party. We're doing the 56 par 56. Oopsies.
I'm so pumped.
Yeah.
No, who cares?
Yeah.
That's
good.
that's honestly better because it's like people can't drive. Let's be honest. That's the hardest. I think it's the hardest part. Maybe I'm tripping, but
yeah, for sure.
that's where shit goes wrong a lot. Where a round becomes frustrating is when you can't get off the tee box. So a lot of par 3s is money.
Yeah, I just felt bad because like some people are like, oh, bachelors shoot the best round of their life on their bachelor party, and I'm like, we're not playing a full 72. No, I know, but it's not a full 72. Which
strokes above par. I guess it
no
still throws it off, huh?
Yeah, I don't know, but it's gonna like you said, it'll be fun either way. Whatever. Dude, I've been sick. I've been so sick. In January, I had the same exact thing, but we had this new guy at work. Started 2 weeks ago, and like his first week missed like 2 weeks because he was having fevers. Came back his second week, missed like 3 days, and then he comes back and he's like, "Oh, I'm fine." And he's like hacking up a storm, like still obviously sick, and he's just like trailing me around because he's not bad yet or anything. Start getting sick almost immediately, and I'm like, have not worked at all. Like it's crazy. I'm pissed would be an understatement.
That sucks, bro.
I know, and it's like it clearly came from one person. You know what I mean?
Like I always remind that whenever anyone's at work like hella sick, I'm just like, dude, just like don't come. Like it's all good.
Yeah.
Like it's all good.
Well, and that's especially because he can't, you know what I mean? Doesn't have a laptop, doesn't have it, like, was just following me around. It's all he could do, and still would just like, are you fucking kidding me? Yeah, so annoying. So I had to go to the doctor. Got like real antibiotics.
That was one of those things about COVID that was just fucking so frustrating, which is if you get sick, you're not going to be outside if you're a responsible human being.
Right.
Right? Like what happened to that?
I mean, we can talk about the outside thing. We don't need to get into the whole COVID, but like there was very like no one was getting it when they were outside. Like there was very few cases. You know what I mean? Very few super spreader cases where it was outside. I don't know. Yes, I 100% agree with you.
If you just follow the same protocol you do with every other type of sickness, then you're going to be okay.
100%.
And then it's like, but people don't know that they have it. Well, if they don't even realize that they have it, it's probably not that bad. But that's it. That's all I'll say on that.
No, I mean, the whole thing's a joke. But like,
why do we care if anyone else gets it if you don't even notice when you get it?
Right.
I know everyone reacts to it different, but you know what I'm saying.
No, I do, unfortunately. But no, like I showed up to work. I went to work yesterday, like masked up, because I was like I'm gonna make an effort. You know what I mean? I was like, I'm gonna tell him exactly. I was like, so I just walked right by my boss's desk. I was like, hey, look, not feeling good. I'm probably gonna go home. She's like, yes, go home. I was like, perfect. But you know what I mean? Like, I don't get what's
showing up is like. You're doing more than,
Exactly. But I'd already missed the day.
Call me next time.
I know, but I'd already missed the day. And I was like, you know what I mean? I don't like being that guy. Like, I don't know. But I got a doctor's note. I was like, we're a new company. I don't know if I need a doctor's note. And so I went to the doctor. I was like, can you write me a note? And she's like, oh, yeah, I do it all the time. I was like, sweet. Nice. Thanks.
Cool. Oh, you did your thing.
Yeah. Got an inhaler, some cough syrup, nice little Z-Pack. Clear your boy out.
You seen that like meme of Aaron Rodgers where he's like talking about what type of painkillers he would take?
So great.
With Joe Rogan.
Yeah.
Joe Rogan's like, what type are you on? He's like, perks.
Perk.
And then it just shows him high as fuck.
Yeah, dude.
Like fucking giggling high, like just ridiculous. And then it plays like some fucking,
sick
trap
highlights.
Music or whatever.
Yeah. Those are the best. Aaron Rodgers, new Steeler. I mean, how we feel about that? Impactful?
I don't think so. No. I mean, I guess he's as good as any other bridge quarterback. I look at him like Flacco.
I think Flacco. I mean, that injury is so bad. He hasn't been. He didn't look great.
Roger.
Yes, that's what I mean. Compare him to Flacco.
Flacco's even better.
Yeah.
Flacco's even better at this point. Okay, yeah, exactly. Yeah. I thought I was being kind of harsh on Rodgers.
No. I mean, I love Aaron Rodgers, as much as the next I feel, but
he hasn't been a good quarterback in like 3-4 years.
Exactly.
I don't know how it's gonna just happen, but I do believe in the Steelers, and I do believe he could like have a Peyton Manning 2015 type season,
kind of sick.
Like he's not good. They put in another quarterback for a few games because he's not good. And then they go back to him for the playoff run, and he just doesn't turn the ball over.
I was going to say, but what happens? Yeah. Then he gets hot, does his thing. He's a veteran quarterback at heart, still going to.
That's what I'm saying. I'm not going to rule him out, but in general, I'm going to say he's the 27th best quarterback option in the NFL.
That's tough. That's a tough.
Name a team that you would rather have Rodgers than their quarterback.
What's Jacksonville's situation?
Cleveland is Flacco. Jacksonville's got Lawrence, so no. You could go Colts, Richardson.
Oh, but nah.
Who knows that guy?
Yeah. No, you make a good point. Well, who's the Raiders quarterback these days? I mean, on any given night, Geno Smith can be the worst quarterback in the league.
I'm not going to argue it, but I just think there is a tier gap between him and Rodgers at this point. Like, if I'm picking, I'm not even thinking who do I want as my quarterback this year. I'm not even thinking.
Yeah, I mean, the age plays a huge role in that.
Insta Geno. Dude, it actually might be the very worst. He might be the very worst.
Yeah, I don't know enough QBs. I'm just trying to think, like, who.
Russell Wilson.
Yeah. Depends.
You could go Bryce Young, but not really. Bryce Young had like a decent season last year.
What about Tua? If he's healthy. Or unhealthy.
I mean, I think Tua will throw for more yards over the next 2 years than Rodgers will. But who knows? He's liable to miss all the games. So
That's what
you
I mean.
know,
That's more I was going if he was
a healthy
unhealthy.
Tua is better than what Rodgers is right now.
Yeah.
my opinion.
Oh yeah. I think so too.
I'm so pumped with fantasy. So pumped.
When does that start up? I'm trying to think of when's football season actually get going again. Like, is it August?
End of August.
Yeah.
Like fantasy drafts usually happen like third weekend of August. Second weekend of August. August is draft month.
And we got. Is this the year you got a lot of picks? Is this the year that you've been playing for?
I not only do I have an extra pick in rounds 2 through 8,
Jesus.
I also have the turn. The 12-13, on the snake draft.
Yeah.
So it honestly couldn't be better because I get the turn, but without the downside of having to wait extra long.
Right.
I'm steady picking in the middle, and then I'll take 2 here, I'll take 2 here, bang bang.
I feel like that's too many players.
No, I mean once you fill your roster, you're just done drafting.
I know, but
Maybe it might be. It actually might be.
that's what I mean. I think you.
I'm trying to work some of those 7th and 8th.
Yeah, that's
Trying to
exactly.
put
Need
together
to
a
start
package.
bundling 7s and 8s for a nice little 6-piece. An extra 6-piece. I like that.
I think you're right.
Yeah, because I was just running number. I don't know what your guys' depth charts, what number it's at, but
Yeah, I don't know either, to be honest. But
interesting. I like it. Well, do we want to do a draft today? I mean, do we want to get into something?
let's do it.
What do we want to
Yeah,
do?
yeah. I like the white noise is hard for me.
Background noise. Yeah, exactly. I don't know what I was thinking. Yeah, like shit you just throw on, things that are on TV. Like could be TV shows, movies, anything you just throw on and just do anything other than watch it a lot of the time.
What about people whose name starts with an R?
Are we going for a cat? Like, are we just like
Just people.
okay,
Just aura. I guess an aura draft.
okay? I like that.
Like who has the most aura with the letter R?
Oh no.